Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading. If you're coming to this reading not live, go down below. All the timestamps will be below this video. I actually have bad news. I don't have anything to take timestamps down. So if someone wants to take timestamps, that would be great. If not, it's going to be a while before they're up tonight. But sorry. Anyway, welcome everybody. Barb, hello. April, hello. Dad, hello. And Deja, hello. And Between Two Worlds, welcome. Thank you for being here. As always, we're going to get started in a minute, and I'm just going to answer some super chats real quick. Mary, welcome. And Rob, hello. Donna, hello. And Lisa, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. All right. Let me just check this list because it'll be easier. Bobby G Mac, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, need some good news, please. You have the Eight of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve you. I feel like this is the second time I've said something to you about a rebirth, Bobby. So I feel like you could be moving closer to like an inner calling. This could also be guidance as well in your life, or feeling like things are guided. I don't think things are really guided in our lives. It's like we have to make the decision to do things. You know what I mean? I feel like we're given clues about like things that would be good for us. I feel like we're given inspirations, is what I like to call them. Because I feel like we are kind of I feel like we are, as people, as humans, or as whatever you want to call us, we are given guidance, but it's not really like guidance. I feel like it's like inspirations. Like we might have the inspiration to start a business or to do something. I feel like this is inspiration for you, Bobby. So I like it. That looks good. Anita's Desk, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can I trust my coworker Christine? I would say yes. I mean, I always give everybody the benefit of the doubt, and people always say to me, "Well, that's how you get screwed" and all this other stuff. But you know what? At the same time, I'm like, I consider myself more prepared. I feel like people should be prepared for the worst, but expect the best, right? So that's what I'd say here. Seven of Pentacles is card analysis. It just says if they give you reason to trust them, then trust them. If they don't, then don't. So that's what I'd say here. Virgo Love, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What should I expect this weekend? Queen of Wands, whatever you want. Queen of Wands to me is a card of like wholehearted energy. Virgo Love, it kind of says like you can have whatever you like, kind of like the Magician to me, but the difference is the Magician could represent anything. The Magician could represent needing to take action. It could represent needing to use money. It could represent needing to use your creativity. It could represent needing to use your emotions to attract something into your life. Queen of Wands, more specific. Queen of Wands is like direct energy, like putting the work into something you want in your life and needing to go out and get it. So it's more of like a hunter type energy, if that makes sense, but I like it. Nicole, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, got told again that I won't attract anyone I actually want because my energy is low and I won't find anyone decent. Do your cards say the same? No, they don't. You have the Six of Cups and the Five of Wands. The cards can't control your life, Nicole. I always say this, right? The cards can't say. I mean, to me, it's irresponsible for a reader to say something like that because, you know what I mean? The cards can't control your life. Like, people bust my chops for the way that I read all the time, which is fine. And again, I'm not complaining here or anything like that. It's totally fine. I totally understand it. But the way I read is that the cards can't control your life. So that's why I say the things I do about the cards. And no, I don't think that's right at all. I mean, of course, changing your attitude, of course, will help you attract someone, better into your life. But I don't think it's, kind of gonna. I don't think there's anything like. I don't think your energy like necessarily will prevent someone from coming into your life. That also assumes that your energy is actually that low. So, you know what I mean? I would say no. Six of Cups, soulmate coming in for you. Five of Wands, just needing to put in the work, really. Yeah, Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. Happiness. There's happiness for you, Nicole, of course. Nicole, again, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, had a major blow up with my boss yesterday. She spoke to me like crap one too many times. I ended up in tears. Stupid me. Does she feel bad for her behaviors? I actually like this. I would say I don't think she feels bad necessarily, Nicole, but what I would say is Page of Pentacles is like turning over a new leaf at work. So that's pretty good. I mean, that could be good for your, the relationship with her at work. So, that could be good. King of Cups is another really good card as well. So, yeah, look, Wheel of Fortune, definitely some sort of change here. I feel like this was good, Nicole, so maybe it was good for you. But definitely a turnaround. Wheel of Fortune is like a lot of luck coming into your life as well. Hey, Gareth, by the way, Gareth, I met like a few nights ago, it might have been like a week ago, I don't really remember, but you super chatted and you weren't here. So, Gareth, if you have a question, let me know. I was asking for you at the end of the thing, but I think I missed your super chat. Between Two Worlds, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will Libra reach out? Seven of Cups here, Ace of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I would be patient with that Seven of Cups, even though Seven of Cups isn't really a card of patience, but I would say yes for sure. So, yes, I do feel like that he will reach out. Ace of Wands, still passion. Between Two Worlds, again, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. You say, what will be the outcome of revisiting an ex? I don't like that. Ten of Swords, Tower. Probably like an ending. I always say that to me, like I said this, I think the other night, or maybe I said it in the Capricorn reading. I don't remember who I said it to, but I used to say all the time, like, don't go back to an ex and all this other stuff. I don't think we should go back to exes. But at the same time, I kind of have like recently stopped saying that because, at the same time, maybe there's like some sort of lesson that we need to learn from an ex, right? By going back to them or something like that. And I really don't want to be the type of person that prevents people from learning lessons and things like that as well. So, it could be an ending, but again, could be an important lesson, or could, expose some sort of truth, or could allow you to rebuild. Again, Tower is something that needs to fall away. So it's like, maybe it's something that needs to fall away so that you can rebuild your life or something like that. So, that's what I'd say there. April Sparks, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, heard from an old friend earlier. Can I have a card about it, please? And thank you. You have the Ten of Pentacles, or whatever the guides want to tell me. I'm all ears. Water break for the head minnow. That's why I said head. You have the Ten of Pentacles here and the Strength card. I would be patient in this situation, is what I would say to you here. Ten of Pentacles, a lot of success in whatever direction this friendship is going, or whatever's going on here. Strength is like patience. I feel like saying that you need to see things out. Those are the words that are popping into my head. That's a weird way to word it. I feel like that's, I don't think see things out, or I don't think that's the right wording. I feel like saying see things through is probably the wording, or it's like allow things to play out. Maybe that's what would be a better way to word that, April, but I would definitely be patient. But Ten of Pentacles, ultimately like success and good news and things like that. I feel like you need to, be careful of disappointments as well as popping into my head. So I feel like as long as you play the slow game in whatever the situation is, that will lead to the better results for sure. So thank you, April. Gareth, thank you for the super chat. You say here, will I find an angel investor? Page of Swords is seeking. It's like looking. So it just says that you should be looking. I mean, to me, this is a card of curiosity. It says the harder you look, the more likely you will be to be successful. So I like this a lot, Gareth. And you also say, secondly, will my brother be arrested for what's happened? I feel like it's up in the air right now. Sometimes I think things haven't been decided, Gareth. Magician. It's like things have not been decided yet. So I really can't say yes or no in the situation. And so I would say, really, I really don't know at this time. Two of Pentacles to me is like just two things are too up in the air at this time. The Magician's card of attraction. It's kind of like saying that it's almost like there's two timelines here, is what I would say to you. So that's what I'd say there. Sandrine, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for the weekend. Been feeling off and stressed. Five of Cups. Five of Cups says, like, focus on what you do have. Again, I always tell people, focus on what you do have. Obviously, create that positive snowball in your life, right? So if your things aren't working out, if you focus and keep drawing your focus to what you do have, not what you don't have, then you're just going to attract more of that into your life. So that's what I do here with this card for sure. Brittany X, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, card please. You have the Ten of Wands. It's like you need to release a burden here. Ten of Wands, Four of Wands. Four of Wands, here's the deal, Brittany. Ten of Wands, long, exhausting journey. It says you are exhausted at this time, and you're ready for things to be over. Four of Wands, reaching the finish line. So I feel like you just need to keep pushing towards things that you desire in your life, and I feel like you will get them, plain and simple. Between Two Worlds, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, is the cycle permanently closed between the Libra? I would say yes. I mean, because a page is moving on to something new between Two Worlds. So I would say yes, because it's like you are moving on to something new here. Three Cups, like moving on. So I would say yes, and a celebration as well. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Spend some time with Andrew. Will we be able to find time again to see each other more? You have the Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups. I would say yes, even with that Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords could just be everything that's going on, preventing you from being able to see each other and like all that other good stuff. But ultimately, Knight of Cups is like Knight in Shining Armor energy, and it's a card of like manifesting your dreams in reality. But so I would say yes, for sure. Rainbow Warrior Queen, thank you for the super chat. You say here, cards for my romance with Remy. You have the King of Wands here. King of Wands is a very good card here. And the next card was the Six of Pentacles. It's like investment is what I would say to you here. The Six of Pentacles, I go both ways on the Six of Pentacles is what I'd say to you, Rainbow Warrior Queen. Sometimes to me, it's like not enough being invested in the relationship, but sometimes to me, it's also just like the beginning. I would say if this is a beginning of a relationship, then you're probably just investing time. It's like you're just building it to a certain point is what this would say for you. Next, you say card for my promotion going forward. You have the Queen of Swords. Definitely a card of authority. I like the Queen of Swords, especially in work, because it's like the step before authority. It says you will be taking authority over like work. So it's like you're becoming an authority figure. It could just represent leveling up to the next level. So definitely very good for you for work. Donna Smith, you say here a love card. You have the Lovers, so definitely could be love coming in, needing to make the decision. Yeah, I feel like everybody needs to make this decision right now. If you don't have love and you want it, this is literally just needing to make the decision to allow it into your life. It's like you want love. Lovers shows up here. This is love. But the Two of Swords is like the, do I want to get hurt? Do I want to put myself out there? It's like allowing the potential emotions to control you. So I feel like people need to be careful of that. Especially right now, especially Neptune and Pisces for the next, until the end of 2025, right? I feel like we need to be careful of the potential emotions. I feel like we need to be a little bit more on the logical side of things, not so much emotional. I'm not saying emotions are a bad thing. I'm just saying that we could be doing a lot of daydreaming, and in love, for example, we could be really excited about someone, but then we're like, what if they hurt me? What if they break up with me? What if they cheat on me with my best friend? What if they cheat on me with my mother? What if they cheat on me with my brother? What if they cheat on me with, all my friends? All that stuff needs to go. So I would say more getting out there, meeting people, grounding things in reality. So that's what I'd say here. Irish Spring 830, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, Tyler and I are doing good. I just want to continue that streak. Card for a relationship going well. Six of Swords, improvements. And the Ace of Cups, proposal. That does not mean you will be getting married tomorrow. But it does say that it could be heading in that direction. So I would just keep focusing on making sure that things move forward in the right direction. And that's what I'd say to you here. Just, keep it positive, and I feel like things will continue to go well. Love it. Mary, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will I achieve a beautiful place to move to soon? The Fool. Yes, the Fool is taking a leap of faith. So I would say yes, this could definitely be a move. So I would say yes. Yeah, 2 wants moving. So yes, definitely. Nicole, you say here, but what about the law of attraction? I mean, I would say yes. Like, my thing with the law of attraction is like, yes, I think that, could you improve your chances of attracting love into your life by being more positive? Of course you could, Nicole. Nobody wants to be with someone who's negative, right? And I'm not saying that you're negative, but I'm just saying, nobody wants to be with someone who's always stinking thinking and things like that. So by being much more positive, could that speed things up? Yes, absolutely. Having said that, I have met some miserable MFers who have everything you could possibly imagine in life, who all they do is complain, have stinking thinking, and everything like that. So I don't know. Does it really matter? Probably not as much as we think. I think it helps. I think it speeds things up, but I also don't think it matters. Knight of Pentacles just says you're slowing yourself down by not thinking positively about love. So that's that. All right. Hey, it's time to get started. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. Like I said, I don't have anything to take timestamps down on because I forgot, and so that's a problem. But so if someone wants to take timestamps, that would be great. If not, that's fine as well. We'll figure it out. But anyway, let's get started here with Aries. Aries, tonight I'm going to be using this deck right here, this playing card deck. This deck is called Leonardo. People always ask, but unfortunately you can't get this deck anymore, so it really not very helpful, right? But I'm also going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite as well, because I think it's my new favorite deck. But let's see what's going on here for you Aries people. And Aries, here we go. Aries, you have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords here is a card of, like, I feel like this is a card of authority. I was just talking about this with the Queen of Spades. I mean, the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Spades is also like a card of authority. I also feel like this could be some sort of offer coming in for you here, Aries. I feel I don't know why. it's so weird because it's popping into my head as an offer, this card, and this card doesn't necessarily, it doesn't really represent an offer. It more, it could represent a gift. This card is called the bouquet in the Lenormand card reading system, for example, but it's popping into my head as an offer. And I also feel like this could be an offer that you don't think you are going to get as well. And I feel like I've said this to you before, Aries, but you have the Three of Swords here in the Nine of Wands. The Three of Swords came up in the first position, and I feel like that Three of Swords is kind of like your emotions. It's always raining on a Three of Swords, and it kind of can represent sadness or some sort of negative emotion or some sort of challenge. So I feel like you could have felt like something isn't going to work out. This Nine of Wands clearly says don't give up because things will work out. Yeah, look, patience as well. It's a pretty straightforward reading, I would say, to you, Aries. I feel like it's just saying that you need to keep pushing, and I feel like you need to be very patient while working towards something that you desire. Could be anything. Could be love, could be business, work, whatever. So I feel like some of you need to keep pushing here. And that's what I'd say there. For others, this could be like defensiveness after a breakup. So I do feel like if you went through a breakup in the past and you're looking for love, I feel like you need to open up so that you can have more love into your life. And I feel like that will be very beneficial for you with this Nine of Wands here. The Strength card, again, I feel like is talking about patience. It's so weird because like I feel for some of you Aries, it's like, maybe you have started something new and it's like maybe you were hoping for results, you didn't get any results, or maybe it's almost like there's a standstill as well for some of you in your life, I feel. But it's like I feel like things are about to start moving forward. So I feel like you just have to keep pushing here with these cards. I feel like saying things are about to break. It's almost like there was like a dam put up in your life and you're just building up a bunch of water behind it here. That would kind of make sense with the Three of Swords, because the Three of Swords could be a card of water. Even though it's a swords card, there's rain on the card, represents the emotion. So I feel like some of you are kind of building up some pressure behind something here, and I just feel like you have to keep pushing. So that's what I got for you, but love it, Aries. Thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus. Taurus, you have the Nine of Diamonds here. The Nine of Diamonds is my card of newness in the playing card reading system, and to me, it's a card of something new, mostly because it's a card of death. It is a card that's called the Coffin, and normally the coffin door is closed on a Lenormand Nine of Diamonds in the Lenormand deck. So it kind of represents needing to open that door. It says like you are inside of a coffin, and you need to open the door to something new. And I feel like that will kind of lead to a lot of success. It's even interesting how you have your two tarot cards set up here. Taurus, you have the Seven of Wands and the Page of Wands here. It's like Seven of Wands is a card of convention. It's a card of the way things have always been done. And it's a card of commitment as well. It's a card of just like established belief in certain ways. So I feel like, it's like he's defending his beliefs, or he's defending his position at the top of this hill. There's nothing wrong with that. I look at the Seven of Wands here as actually a very positive card, Taurus. To me, it's a card of commitment. But it's like you're committing to a belief, or you're committed to a certain way of doing things in your life. And it's a card of success because it's like you are committed to it. You know what I mean? So it's like you will be successful. The Page of Wands, though, is kind of like a little bit more spontaneous. It says maybe you have been committed to something for a very long period of time with the Seven of Wands. This could be like your daily routine, or, how you operate at work or in business or in your love life. But the Page of Wands is asking you to like explore something new or explore something different. Like I feel like it's time to add on more structure to something. Sometimes I feel like maybe we do things in a certain way and we get into a comfort zone and we just never grow, right? So this is saying like, okay, for a very long time, maybe you've built up a solid foundation in some area of your life. Now it's time to add on an expansion. I feel like it's time to expand with this Page of Wands. I feel like it's time to try new things in your life, or have new experiences, or build new businesses, start new health routines, pretty much everything. So I feel like a major exploration type of energy here for you, Taurus, but it's in all areas of your life. And I pretty much always get this message for you, Taurus. So I feel like it's time to add on an addition to the house that is you there, Taurus. I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you, Taurus. Gemini, let's see here, Gemini. Gemini, you have the Jack of Diamonds coming up first here. Could be new love for some of you. This could also be cutting out love. The Jack of Diamonds is called the scythe, and it just represents like cutting something out of your life. So I feel like for some of you, you could be cutting something out. You might be questioning it as well, Gemini. You have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Swords here. So you could be questioning whether or not to cut something out of your life, or you could be questioning whether or not to let something go from your life as well. For a lot of you, it could be work. I do feel like, and I've been feeling this for a long time for you, Gemini, for you and your opposite sign, Sagittarius. I've been feeling that there could be certain opportunities that you really have to look for. I don't think these are things that are going to jump out at you. I feel like you'd have to be searching, but I just feel like saying there is more for you. And I have said this to you before. I feel like there is something more for you in like work or in business, but I feel like you have to go and look for it. So this could be like a new job. It could be a raise or a promotion at your current job, but maybe you just don't know it exists. Like maybe you have to look for it, or maybe you have to tell your boss about it. Maybe you have to tell your boss you want a raise or a promotion. Maybe they'll say yes. So that's what I feel here with this Jack of Diamonds. And for some of you, it could be new love as well if you're looking for love. Next, you have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Spades. Again, this is analysis paralysis right here, Gemini. This is thinking too much about too many different things and not making a choice and being stuck by this. I totally get it, Gemini. I'm a Gemini moon, and I have been feeling this way for weeks. So I'm right there with you. So if you've been having a hard time making a decision, I totally get it. I feel like there could just be a lot going on here in your life, and that could be making it a little bit more difficult to make a choice or to choose a direction in your life. Seven of Cups, I feel like is saying, I actually feel like this is a pretty easy solution for you, Gemini, and it's kind of like a little bit of an aha moment for me as well, Gemini. I feel like this is saying that you need to pick the cups that align with your ultimate goals. Like, I feel like you need to look at your life if you are feeling confused or if you don't have a certain direction in your life, Gemini. I feel like there could be certain things that you're working on in your life, and I feel like you need to say, like, does this line up with my goals? Does this line up with what I see myself or where I see myself in 10 years or 5 years. And so I feel like you need to do that. Like maybe you're like working on a side project, but maybe it's not going to lead to a lot of success for you. And so, but maybe it's just like a distraction. So I feel like you need to say like, is this a distraction or is it actually going to get me to where I'm going? And I feel like that should be like your easy guidance for you, Gemini. So there you go. Thank you, Gemini. Cancer. Cancer, you have the Jack of Hearts here. Definitely could be love. So you've had a water sign showing up in your readings quite a bit. So I feel like there definitely could be a water sign coming in for some of you here if you're looking for love. For others, I feel like that this could be... I feel like this could just be any other type of offer that you've been hoping for in your life. You have the Magician here as well, and the Magician kind of says like you could have been hoping for certain things in your life or certain, you could have been trying to manifest a certain outcome in your life, and I feel like things are almost coming full circle in your life with that Magician card as well. So I kind of, like I feel this weird death and rebirth thing is popping into my head with the Magician. We'll cover that in a minute, but it's kind of a weird message for the Magician to have, but I feel like there's something new coming in for you. Again, you have the Magician here. I feel like some sort of death and rebirth thing. I know what it is. I feel like this is like making space for things in your life. You know, there's an infinity symbol up here. Infinity is just an exchange of energy. It's like the energy you put out and what you get back. But, you know, we also, I think something people forget is like we have to exchange energy. Like losing something or letting go of something is also an exchange of energy. Sometimes we have to let go of something to make the space for something better. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be the loss of a relationship. You have the Five of Swords here. This could be the loss of a business, the loss of a house. It could be pretty much anything. You know, the example I always give, Cancer, is like if you listen to any story about anyone who is, you know, self-made, whatever you want to call it, it's like, how would you want to listen to someone's story if they said, I was self-made, and that was their story? Right? That's all they said. I'm self-made, and they didn't experience any challenges. They didn't experience any difficulties. They didn't experience anything, right? They just became self-made. How exciting would that be? You wouldn't be seeing that as the next, you know, movie, right? At Christmas time, like with Will Smith, right? So that's not going to happen, right? But if you have a story where it's like you went through all these struggles and you went through all these difficulties and challenges to get somewhere, much more exciting story. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like this is saying that maybe you're experiencing losses, but it's like you're heading towards something much greater. I feel like you need to believe that with these cards. For others, I do feel like this could be a breakup due to a tricky person. So I do feel like some of you have maybe been dealing with a tricky person, or have been dealing with someone who isn't as, who isn't very honest, is what I would say here. So I do feel like some of you are dealing with that. But that's all I got for you, Cancer. So thank you, Cancer. Keep pushing. All right, Leo. Leo, you have the Three of Diamonds here. Three of Diamonds in the playing card reading system is actually pretty specific. Three of Diamonds is a card that represents problems with legal paperwork, and it is very specific. So again, if you're dealing with legal paperwork, I'd be just double check it. Again, not a bad card. It's considered a warning card, so it just says that the warning is to double check your paperwork. It doesn't mean anything is going to happen. It just says don't allow something to happen. If you're signing any contracts or anything important, again, I would double check those things. If you're dealing with something legal, it'd probably be a good time to get a lawyer if you don't already have one, or if you have someone who's smarter than you, definitely have that person look over your paperwork or whatever you're signing. I always tell people, even, if you get this card, I don't care if you're Albert Einstein, right? Then, this card would say, have somebody else double check your paperwork, because there could be some silly mistake on it that you don't need to make. For others, I just feel like you could be feeling a little off balance in money. Your finances actually look good. You have the Ten of Pentacles here as well, Leo. Next, you have the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Queen of Wands is, as always, like a very bold, assertive, wholehearted energy. I feel like the most important part of the Queen of Wands is putting everything you got into something, giving something everything you got in your life. And you will have this right here, Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is kind of like a very common energy at this time, because of, even though we have all this retrograde energy going on, I still feel like Saturn and Capricorn, even though it's retrograde, it kind of still will reward hard work. It will still reward effort, or it will still reward us putting in effort as well. And with Jupiter retrograde as well, I actually want to pull up this chart real quick, Leo, and look at what's going on. But with Jupiter retrograde as well, I still feel like, again, Jupiter retrograde is still positive, no matter what. So, and it depends on where it's happening for you in what house, but still positive, no matter what. So I feel like there's a lot of good energy for work, and for work that you're putting into things. So I would just keep pushing here with these cards, Leo. Ten of Pentacles, a lot of success. Ten of Pentacles, by the way, can represent contracts as well. So again, Three of Diamonds. With that Three of Diamonds card, this would be very positive. It says that there will be a positive outcome here with a contract, but you're going to want to make sure to double check it. You're going to want to make sure that you have a victory. You're going to want to make sure to kind of like really go back over things here with that Ten of Pentacles. So, yeah, that's what I'd say there, Leo, but love it. Thank you, Leo. Let's see what we have going on for Virgo. Virgo, really positive reading. You have the Two of Diamonds coming up first here. So, Two of Diamonds is a perfect match in something for you, Virgo. Two of Diamonds can usually represent like a perfect match in work or business. So it could be a new job or a new business that you're starting, and Two of Diamonds can represent success there. The Two of Diamonds can also represent inheritance or any type of payout. Again, this would not be a surprise, by the way. Like I always say, people always ask me, and I'm always like, no, you probably don't have like some great grandfather that was a king somewhere, right? Where you're going to get some crazy inheritance. You would know about this. For others, this card is a card of settlements as well. And it's a little bit confusing, Virgo, because again, it can represent like a legal settlement, or a settlement. Maybe you're waiting for like an insurance payout or something along those lines. So it could represent money coming in through that. But it could also represent other types of settlements as well, like settling up on something. So it's kind of like a play on words, right? So you could be like settling up with a person. Maybe you're clearing some karma, or maybe you had an argument with a friend and you're like clearing things up. And that's really the energy I'm getting for you. That's why I'm saying this. I feel like there could be a victory for you, not just tomorrow or today, whenever you're watching this, but I feel like over like the next week, I feel like there could be some successes, and I feel like there could be like some sort of settling up type of energy here. And finally, you have the Chariot and the Sun. So success, major victory coming in for you here, Virgo. I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in for you here as well. I do feel like some of you could have love coming in from a Cancer. with that Chariot card. And the Sun, of course, is a card of success. So I feel like there could be a lot of success coming in for you here, Virgo. Probably some wins as well. For others, definitely could be a move. You always get moving energy, Virgo. So I feel like there could be a lot of opportunities for some of you to move or to travel with these cards if that's what you want to do. But yeah, I like this a lot for you, Virgo. So that looks really good. Thank you, Virgo. Libra. Libra, you have the King of Diamonds coming up first here. King of Diamonds is really good card for money and more money coming in for you. So if you're looking for money, I feel like this could be money coming into your life. Could also, but usually it's not like surprise money or anything like that. It's usually like a job. So the King of Pentacles represents things that are permanent, things that are stable. So like if you don't have a job, could be getting a job. It could be like more stability in your business or more stability in your savings. It could just be maybe you're just getting better with your finances in general. The King of Diamonds can be pretty boring. I mean, it can just say that you're just getting better with your finances, whatever that means. So you could just be saving money. You could just be, investing your money. You could be doing any of that stuff. And this is a very good card for doing that. It is also a good card for soulmates. It is a card called the Fish, and it represents like a soulmate coming in for you. So you have the King of Wands here. Definitely could be a fire sign coming in for you here, Libra. Next, you have the Six of Swords. So improvements, definitely moving on to calmer shores here. So I feel like there are improvements coming in for you. The King of Wands could be love. So I do feel like there could be love coming in for you here. So I like that King of Wands here, Libra. And I feel like that'll be very good, especially if you're looking for love. I feel like what's popping into my head here is that I feel like this could be I feel like this could be someone who's older than you. I don't think that's going to be true for all of you, but for some of you, it's popping into my head as someone who's more mature. So they could be older. They could just carry themselves in a very mature way. So that's what I'd say with the King of Wands. And so I do feel like this could be love coming in for you. For others, I do feel like this is some sort of change, but it feels like a major improvement to me. So this could be like in work or business. Like I feel like you could be moving from one thing to another. You could be getting a job. You could be finding a new business. Pretty much anything like that, Libra, is what I'm getting here. And yeah, I love this energy for you, actually. It's a little bit slow, but I feel like there's major improvements on the horizon for you, Libra. So definitely very good. Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Eight of Clubs. The Eight of Clubs is a card that can represent confusion, and so some of you could be confused. You have the Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles here. This tells me that you're probably allowing yourself to be confused, and Pisces is doing the same thing. I'm a Pisces. I'm doing the same thing, so again, I'm not picking on you here, Scorpio. I feel like it's just, kind of like the energy. I feel like we're all dealing with this, but I feel like for some of you, it's like you're allowing yourself to be confused here. I feel like you just need to take a leap of faith. You have the Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Three of Wands is like waiting for something that will never come. It's like waiting for the perfect moment. But I feel like some of you with that Page of Pentacles just need to get started on something. The Eight of Wands says that you might be confused about something in your life because it's never been done before. The Eight of Clubs here, is a card in the playing card reading system that represents like the road less traveled, represents doing something that maybe you have never experienced or maybe nobody has ever experienced before. So that's why there's no clarity. That's why there's confusion with this card. But this card says if you keep pushing towards whatever goal you have or whatever you're trying to attract in your life, then you will find success with this card. Next, you have the Three of Wands here and the Page of Pentacles. Again, Three of Wands is like waiting for the perfect moment for something to happen in your life. Page of Pentacles is needing to get started. I always say the way to think of the Page of Pentacles is like you have a match book, but you're not striking the match. So it says you have to take action on something with this card here to get moving forward on something that you desire to start. So I definitely feel like there's like a need to get moving with that Page of Pentacles. For some of you, I do feel a move here, by the way. I would say that if you're moving, I feel like this is I feel like saying long time move, which is weird, but I feel like it's saying that you've wanted to move somewhere for a long period of time, Scorpio. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like maybe there are certain desires you have to move to a certain location. Maybe you're hoping to get a job somewhere and, that's in a different location, and maybe that's part of the move. So I feel like for some of you, it's like there's some sort of desire or there's something that you could get from a move, and I feel like that's what you're hoping for with these cards. For others, definitely could be new love coming in for you. I do feel like some of you could be dealing with something long distance here as well, definitely popping into my head. I'm getting a lot for you here, Scorpio, and it could be a move. So you could be moving because of something long distance. For others, I feel like you're just like waiting for love, and I feel like there's love coming in from like a distance. So there you go. Thank you, Scorpio. Sag. Sagittarius, you have the Seven of Clubs. So slow progress. Seven of Clubs is called the mice, and it represents like mice chew through walls very slowly, right? And so it kind of represents slow progress. A lot of people who read Lenormand cards kind of read the mice as a bad card. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like a challenging card. Things are moving forward slowly, but to me, it's still a card of forward movement. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's slow or not. It's still moving forward, so it's still progress, right? And that's usually what I say about this card. Is to me, it still represents progress and moving forward. So even if things are slow right now, Sagittarius, I feel like at least there is movement with this card. Next, you have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles here. Definitely some sort of wish coming in. Again, the Six of Pentacles, it kind of is what tells us that, yeah, maybe things are moving forward slowly, but it's like you're moving in the right direction with that Six of Pentacles. So I feel like you're planting seeds in the right direction with that card. For others, I just love the Six of Pentacles for time in general. Whenever the Six of Pentacles shows up, I kind of go both ways on it. Sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I do. It depends on my feelings, my intuition. But the Six of Pentacles to me can represent like a good use of your time. It's like saying you're being more deliberate with your time. You are being more specific about like where you put your energy and who you give it to and who you give your time to and all this other stuff. So I feel like you're being very specific about where you're putting your time. I feel like that will lead to more fulfillment with the Nine of Cups and more wishes. So I definitely like to see that. For others, I feel like this is saying make a wish and then water it with the Six of Pentacles. I feel like sometimes we forget to do that, right? Sometimes it's like we can make a wish or we can hope for something to happen. And really, I feel like we can all make our wishes happen a lot faster. I feel like we can all become more lucky as well. The answer is preparation. So being prepared for a wish. It's like if you're wishing for a successful business, do the things that people who have a successful business do. And that's like you watering the wish and you will be successful. If you want a relationship, learn how to have a successful relationship. That's the same deal. So that's what I'd say here, Sagittarius, but love it. Definitely a wish coming in for you. Capricorn, let's see here, Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Ten of Clubs. I actually love the Ten of Clubs. It's my second favorite card in the playing card reading system. To me, it's a card of like huge leaps forward, making large amounts of progress all at once. So it can represent big progress in your life. You could be making a lot of progress in pretty much any area of your life. Anything that you want or anything that you desire to have, this card can represent kind of like making a huge leap forward. So I feel like this is just a big leap forward for you here, Capricorn. For others, this can also represent, it can definitely represent a heavy energy. It can represent, is a card called the Bear, and it can represent overbearing energy. Normally, there's like a mother bear with two baby bears on a bear card in the Lenormand card reading system, but it represents education. It's like the mother bear is teaching the baby bears how to do things on this card. So it's a card of like that says you could be experiencing burdens or you could have in the past, but it was all to learn. It was all to move you forward. So still a pretty good card. And finally here, Capricorn, you have the King of Swords here and the High Priestess. I feel like this could be love coming in for you. Definitely could be a Pisces coming in for some of you as well. I feel like you have to open up to it, is what I would say. I do not like the King and the Queen of Swords together in love. To me, it's like two people who both have their swords up, So I feel like someone has to put their swords down. Really, both people do. But this could be like two people who are standoffish about love. It's like love is coming in. Love is available between the two of you, but it's like needing to put the swords down to make it happen. So I feel that for some of you, not all of you. Of course, it could be an air sign, could be a Pisces as well. You've had Pisces show up in your readings quite a bit. So it could be love. For others, this is actually a little bit more positive. This could represent needing to trust your intuition. This is like being extremely logical, these two cards here, but it's like sandwiched in between intuition. So I feel like there needs to be a perfect mix between like intuition and logic at this time in your life. I feel like you kind of need to trust both. It's funny that I said it at the beginning of the reading because of Neptune and Pisces. To me, Neptune and Pisces is almost like too much intuition. It's like being too intuitive and not trusting the logical side of things. So sometimes I feel like we need to create balance here in our lives, especially in the spiritual community. I love the spiritual community, obviously, but To me, I see a lot of imbalance in a lot of different areas. So I feel like we have to balance things out and kind of realize that we're not here to have a spiritual experience, no matter what anybody says. We are here, we are spirit here on earth to have a human experience, to create our own reality. So I feel like we need to remember that sometimes, and that's what this is saying right here. So that's that. For others, definitely could be dealing with authorities, like bosses, mentors, things like that. The High Priestess says trust your intuition when dealing with people like bosses, mentors, and all that other good stuff. But thank you, Capricorn. Aquarius. Aquarius, you have the three clubs. Love it. The three clubs is a card of second chances. So I feel like you could be getting a second chance to do something you want. Usually, this does not represent someone coming back from the past. Usually, just represents a second chance to have. It's more of a big picture card, if that makes sense. So it's like not someone coming back from the past from love. It's usually just love returning to your life, like as in you are getting another chance to have true love, but probably a new person. It's also an extremely creative card, so I feel like it would be a good time for you to use your creative energy to create whatever it is you want. If you do creative work like writing, art, anything along those lines, a very good card for that. But it's also a good card for creative solutions, so it kind of just says think outside the box. Next, you have the Hermit and the Death card. I feel like you have been going through a major transformation for a long time, Aquarius. For some of you, I feel like letting go of work is what always pops into my head for you. I feel like some of you could either be wanting to change jobs, or it's like maybe you've been doing something for a very long period of time and you're just kind of hoping for a transformation. You're hoping for a death in a situation. I feel like you're just wanting to, it's almost like you're wanting to level up. I feel like this is a positive transformation. It's like you are wanting to level up. You're wanting to go through a transformation, or you're wanting to go through some sort of death. It's like you're wanting to let something go here. And I feel like it's a good thing. So I definitely like that. Kind of like the Hermit is the end of a journey in a lot of ways, is what I'd say to you, Aquarius, because he is standing at the top of a mountain. It's like he has learned everything everything that he needs to learn to get to the top of this mountain. He is now shining his inner light to the world. So it's like maybe something has run its course in your life. Maybe you have learned everything you possibly can learn about something. I'm not saying that that's true, because I think we can always be learning about something. But I feel like maybe something has run its course and it's like you're moving on to something new. Could be anything. Could also be in love. So that's what I'd say here. But love it, Aquarius. That looks really good. Definitely positive changes coming in for you. All right, Pisces. Pisces, you have the Six of Hearts here. The Six of Hearts is like a turnaround. I love the Six of Hearts. Six of Hearts to me says that obstacles are being removed from your life. So it's like there could have been certain obstacles to getting things that you want in your life, and this just represents kind of like removing the obstacles, or kind of walking away from certain obstacles in your life. So definitely a very good card. This could represent star-crossed lovers in love as well, this card. I don't really feel that for you, Pisces. I do feel like maybe for some of you, if you had a relationship that didn't work out, this could say that like maybe you were star-crossed lovers. Maybe you were two people who wanted to be together, but maybe it just didn't really work out with this card. So I do feel like a star-crossed lover type of situation going on here for you, Pisces. Next, you have the King of Cups here, the World. It's a lot of traveling here, Pisces. So you have the Two of Wands as well. So this could represent moving or traveling. I've been saying it since like last year, Pisces, that until 2025, the end of 2025, if I'm still reading on YouTube, probably will be, but just saying if, you never know what will happen. I've been saying that since then, that until 2025, I will be probably telling you that there's a lot of opportunity for you to move. I just feel like a lot of Pisces will be moving, plain and simple. This could also be love as well, Pisces. So you could be dealing with love at a distance, of course, with these cards. It could be one of the fixed signs. It could be Aquarius, could be a Scorpio, Taurus, or a Leo that you're dealing with in love. It could also be this could also just be you kind of, I feel like I feel like this is you right here, the King of Cups. I feel like you are going through a birth. Like I feel like you are about to be birthed out into a new world. Like I feel like you are about to be birthed into something new, or something. I almost feel like saying you're taking over. I don't know. I feel like you're bossing up here, Pisces, is what it boils down to. I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of success. I love it. I've been seeing this for a while, and I love it. So definitely very good for you. You have the Two Wands here, taking the lead. Like I said, in a lot of ways, I feel like you're getting ready to leave some sort of comfort zone here with the Two Wands. It's like you're ready to take the lead in your life. And I feel like there's about to be a lot of success because of it. I feel like for some of you as well, this is saying like there is an opportunity. I always say it's like you got to grab forward to this wand. There are two wands here, Pisces, right? He's only grabbing on to this front one right here, but it's like in the in-between time here, maybe he felt a little bit off balance. He didn't have anything to hold on to. So I feel like for some of you, there's definitely a transition here where it's like you're having to let go of one thing to have something greater, and maybe you feel a little bit off balance in between. Maybe you're doing something that you've never done before, kind of like Scorpio. How crazy is it that I said to Scorpio that Scorpio and Pisces get very similar readings lately? Same thing. It's like maybe you're feeling a little off balance. Maybe you're feeling like you don't know all the answers. Well, nobody does, Pisces. So I feel like it's time to get moving and get started. Yep, Four of Pentacles, a comfort zone here, Pisces. Eight of Pentacles, keep putting in the work. Star, wishes. I could go all night long, Pisces. So definitely looking really good, but definitely some sort of change that needs to be made. So love it. All right, thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now. So we are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3 here, people. Let's see here. 1, 2, and 3. And all right. 1, 2, and 3. I need like 2 more shuffles here. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. All right. For everyone that picked card number 1, we have the Moon here and the Page of Swords, needing to follow your curiosity, needing to dig into mysteries. Again, the Moon card can represent fears, it can represent worries, and all these things, right? And illusions, but it's also a card of mystery. The Page of Swords to me is a card of curiosity, and you might be saying curiosity killed the cat, but I don't really think that's true, and I feel like for some of you, you need to dig in some mysteries here with these cards, or you need to, like, I'm getting more of like a detective type of energy here. The Moon is a card of your intuition as well, so I feel like you need to trust your intuition, card number 1, people, with this card. Next, if you pick card number 2, you have the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, like some sort of sadness keeping you held back. So I feel like some sort of ending or sadness could be preventing forward movement for you, card number 2, people. So I feel like for some of you, what do you know? It's like you need to walk away from something. So I feel like some of you need to walk away from something. If that's not the case, I just feel like this is saying that there are easier solutions to problems. 8 of Swords is a card of like bumping up against a wall, but that wall is only as big as your face. So it's like if you're standing right up against a wall that's only as big as your face, you're not going to see a way around it. But if you back up, you take a step back and look at your problems or look at the challenge, you can easily walk away from it. So it can represent being, this right here is like popping into man as being too close to an issue, maybe needing to get some outside perspective or needing to take a step back. So that's what I'd say there. And finally, if you pick card number 3, we have the 6 of Swords here and the 4 of Swords. Moving on to calmer shores. Definitely like improvements coming in for you here, card number 3. So I just feel improvements here, card number 3. That's all I got. So thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm going to answer questions now. Of course, super chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. Michelle, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, I may have a new work opportunity to do something very different from what I'm doing. Would it be good for me to take it and drop what I'm currently doing? Hierophant, 2 of Swords, having a difficult decision to make. I would say yes, the Fool. You're like more than prepared. So I would say yes. The Hierophant is like needing to kind of like step away from established belief as well. The Hierophant to me represents like ancestral beliefs, but in terms of work, it could represent, just only seeing things one way. So it's kind of like almost like you're opening up to a new world. Could be a hard decision, but the Fool says you're more than prepared. So I would say yes, for sure. Sophie, who super chatted, Sophie, whoever you are, let me know who you are, number 1. And number 2, pop your question down below. Thank you for the super chat. And Johanna, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say thank you for always sharing your gifts. I usually miss it. Miss you live, but always watching. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for the support, Johanna. Really appreciate it. All right. Winnie, thank you for the super chat. For finances, you have look, I love this, Winnie. Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This is like success and abundance, financial stability coming in for you, Winnie. So I feel like there's a lot of financial success coming in for you here with these cards. And yeah, I feel like that's a good thing. So love it, Winnie. Jim Crumsy, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, 1 year since talking to X. Shall I allow her near me? I would say no. I feel like there's a lot of future potential. Look at how crazy is this, Crumsy. You have the Three of Wands, and then you have the Ace of Wands right here, which is like a passionate new beginning. But it's like you could be starting something new. So I feel like there's new potential for you in something else. I feel like you almost want to move on at the same time. So I feel like you're like moving on here, is what I'd say to you. Nicole Long, I won't be there for much longer. Oh, thank you, Nicole, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And you're moving on. So, good. Irish Springs, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Got called into work Monday, but unemployment. I'd be patient is what I'd say to you here. So, I would just be patient. I feel like you could get back unemployment if that's possible, but that's what I'd say. Kylie, Jennifer, thank you for the super chat card. Please, you have the Five of Swords here, Eight of Wands. This is like quick success. Five of Swords is letting something go. So in a lot of ways, I feel like you need to kind of like let something go with this card here to find success. But I feel like you're moving on with this card is what I'd say to you. So that's that. Matthew, it's my wife, but it's too chicken to ask a question. Matthew, if you have a question, let me know. Thank you, Sophie. I really appreciate it. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. How does S feel about me? Marriage. Thank you for the super chat, Chris. And marriage, 4 wands, is a card of marriage. That does not mean you will get married, but to me, it could represent a commitment or wanting to commit to you, wanting to do something with you. So really good. Elisa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can you pull a card for my Gemini connection? Thank you. 10 of Wands, Heavy Burden, Knight of Swords. I feel like this is like not terrible. Definitely a challenge here with the 10 of Wands, but it's like putting too much pressure on the situation. The Knight of Swords says don't rush, right? The 10 of Wands is too much weight, too much of a heavy burden. I feel like you have a choice here. Even the Two of Pentacles says lighten things up. Two of Pentacles is a card of fun. So it can say like the energy needs to be more light for this to be successful. Things need to lighten up in this situation. So that's what I'd say to you. Sandrine, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, finances for the next couple of months, please. 7 of Pentacles. It's like you growing your finances, like working towards improvements and better finances. 7 of Pentacles could be also like looking for a new way of making money. Like it could just say that you're looking for a different way or you're looking for a new way to increase your finances. So I feel like you could be looking for something new basically with that card. Johanna, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, big changes at work expected this week. Will it be in my favor monetarily? Yes. Maybe not right away with the Knight of Pentacles, but yes, is what I'd say here. Knight of Pentacles is like slow. It's like slow improvements, but it's definitely a card of improvement. So I would say yes with this card. Miss D Fit, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I reconcile with Manny or Cam? I would say neither is what I would say to you. It's like too slow, both of these cards. So I would say no. Too much distraction on Manny. Hangman, too many delays on Cam is what I'd say. Well, and you also say, will Jason be supportive or flake out? Please clarify current drama. I feel like he'll be supportive, literally. Support. Look at it's like someone hurt and a supporter right here. So, yeah, I feel like there will be support here, Deja. Yeah, definitely some sort of change coming in for you. I like it. Nicole Long, thank you for the super chat. I've got to the point of no return. Things will change for a while, but she will just put me down again in the future. Time for new job cards. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, since the beginning, I felt like you were going to get something else. So you have the Page of Wands, exploration, looking for something else. Pages always come up when we're looking for like a job or something like that. Magician says use your powers of manifestation. Use that law of attraction to bring something positive into your life. So that's what I'd say to you. Between Two Worlds, thank you so much for the kind words in the super chat. Really appreciate it. Kylie Smiles, thank you for the super chat. You say, we'll see, call me. The world here, I would say yes, Knight of Cups. This is like a knight in shining armor. So I would say yes to you, Kylie, for sure. Love D made SJC, always a tongue twister, right? You say here, what is my spouse's real intentions? 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, trying to build something of quality. 3 of Pentacles is a really good card. I love the 3 of Pentacles for relationships because it's like teamwork, working together, and building something successful. So definitely a really good card. Lonnie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. If I go to Chicago, will I enjoy myself? Yeah, I would say yes. With my Libra, I would say yes. King of Cups is like happiness. King of Cups is like no matter what's going on around you, it's a card of positivity. So yes, I would say yes for sure. Love it. Jim Crumsy, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for career for the rest of 2020. 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty, happiness. I'm telling you right now. I mean, like once, I don't think that it's necessarily a terrible, a terrible year like a lot of other people have said. Like, yeah, there's some like crappy stuff going on in the world, but if we don't focus on that and we focus on like improving ourselves and improving things that we can actually improve, then we're probably gonna have a pretty good time this year. So, and plus once we get to November, things like get a lot better. So I feel like we need to kind of like focus on the positive, focus on attracting good things, and we will have good things, but definitely good. And you also say California or question mark. I feel like California, if that's where you want to go, I feel like you could go there. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will next week be a good week for me? This is you, Nicole, right here. 3 Cups, definitely a celebration coming in for you here. 5 of Wands. I would avoid conflict, like anything that causes conflict. Look at this, a lot of Cups energy. This is like a very kind, caring, nurturing type of energy here for you, Nicole. 5 of Wands, little bit of conflict, right? This is like competition, so I'd be careful of that. No arguments and things like that. Try to avoid people who upset you and all that other good stuff, but very nurturing energy here. 3 Cups, like your circle of friends, the people in your life, the people you spend time with. So this could be like a lot of opportunity for you to spend time with those people. So really good card for you. Yeah, 2 Cups. Could be love coming in for you, Nicole. This is amazing. So definitely could be love coming in for you. Crumsy, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say pay it forward to whoever needs an answer bad. Have I seen anybody... No, people are following the rules. All right, first person to let me know that they need their question answered bad wins. And put your question in your comment. Queen Z, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say cards for potential energies. Empress, love it. Amazing. Empress is a card of going from winter to spring. Empress is a card of improvements and success and good luck and all sorts of things. So I feel like there's a lot of abundance energy and like a lot of harvest energy coming in for you as well. Amazing. Looks really good. Mispa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Would love a card, please. Thank you. Around legal and home. I feel like you need to get out of your head with the 10 of Swords. 6 of Wands, success. I feel like there will be success for you, Mispa. Yeah, Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing. A lot of happiness coming in for you as well. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness here, Mispa, but I feel like you have to let go of like the past with that 10 of Swords, or let go of the mental negative energy, basically. Raven Picks, hello. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will next week be better? This week was brutal. I would say yes. Look at Justice and the Judgment card. Definitely a rebirth for you, Raven Pick. So, yes, I feel like it will be. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cards for the weekend, please. You have the Queen of Swords here, Sarah, and the King of Swords. Pretty crazy. Those came up. The same 9 of Cups. Some sort of wish coming in for you here, Sarah. So I feel like there's like a wish coming in for you for the weekend. Queen of Swords, King of Swords is like, could represent like needing to dive more into spirituality, needing to be more spiritual, things like that. So it might be a good time to like work on spiritual stuff is what I would say to you there, but not bad. Highbrow, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Are Harry and I done and over? Will there be additional communication between us? Thank you. And you have the 6 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. And the Lovers, I would actually say yes. The Lovers, even the Lovers can represent new love, by the way. So I always say that the Lovers represents picking a new path in love, moving on to something new. 6 of Pentacles could say that maybe the two of you will try to communicate back and forth. 6 of Pentacles is scraps, is what I would say to you, Highbrow. There's no other way to say it. To me, it's like just giving just enough, or, throwing scraps of communication back and forth, but it never really goes anywhere with the 6 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands is you being very attractive at this time, so it could be you finding love, and the Lovers like needing to get out there. So I feel like probably I feel like you will move on to new love with those cards. Katie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Anything Spirit wants me to know? I feel like you're in an apprentice period. Yeah, this is like money. This is material success on the horizon. So, Katie, If you're waiting for better finances or something, I feel like there's more money coming in for you in the future. Eight of Pentacles is also like saying that Spirit wants you to know that you're in a what's the word I'm looking for? A apprentice period where it's like you are learning about life, or you're learning about whatever you're learning about. Queen of Pentacles is gathering your resources, so I feel like there's like more resources coming in for you in the near future. But looks really good, Katie. Justice, YXBFF switched up on me. Star card here, High Priestess. High Priestess is like mysteries. The Star card is like hoping for renewal. So it's like maybe there was like a lot of hope and faith that there would be, that you two would be friends again or whatever, whatever. But maybe the High Priestess is like mysteries. Something didn't happen. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I feel like they're just like a standoffish person almost. Seven of Swords is a lone wolf, is what I'd say to you, Justice. So I feel like it's just the type of person they are, is what I'd say. I don't think there's any changing them. It's not. It's like it's not you. It's them with these cards. So that's that. Justice, thank you again for the super chat. You say 2 wands. Justice, if you have another question, let me know. I'm not sure what you're asking there. Juanita, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, maybe going back to my regular plant. How will the transition go? Like, I feel like I would say, like, just according to plan, Juanita. 4 cups is, like, not exactly something you want. So, maybe you don't really necessarily want this. Maybe you don't necessarily want to go back, but 7 of Wands is kind of like saying that maybe it'll be a job, right? It's something that will be secure. It's something that all that other stuff. So just like according to plan. Pisces living her best life. Thank you for the super chat. I have my performance and year review at my job on Monday. I have filled my many hats. Does my boss acknowledge that? Will I would say yes, definitely. Ace of Pentacles, amazing. So I would say yes, Ace of Pentacles is definitely a very good card of success and abundance and good things coming in for you. It's also like a finish line. 2 wands, success, taking the lead. So yeah, I think you'll be very happy. This is pretty good for you. 2 wands is just like, could be, taking the next step, getting to the next level, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, really good. Between Two Worlds, really, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Should I go back to bartending? I mean, 4 of Pentacles says it would probably lead to stability, so I would say yes. So if you feel like it would lead to more stability or more success in your life, then I would definitely say yes for sure. With this card, yeah, 9 of Pentacles, so I would say yes for sure. Lasso TV, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Derek likes me. Should I trust this or just be friends? You have the Ace of Swords, Devil. I mean, I feel like there's truth here, is what I would say, but I feel like you need to trust your intuition. Like, maybe it just wouldn't be a good relationship. Like, to me, I'm a hell yes or hell no type of person. Like, for me to be with someone in a relationship, it needs to be a hell yes, right? So this does not sound like a hell yes to me, what you're saying. So, yeah, that's what I'd say there. Matthew Hansen, thank you for the super chat. Wondered how my projects will go. Thank you. My wife is your biggest fan. She loves you. Thank you so much, Matthew. And a big thank you to your wife as well. Really appreciate it. And if she has a question, she should probably let me know. Sophie, let me know. But Chariot. So major victory for you here, Matt. Emperor, stick to a plan. Basically the sun. Amazing. Very, very successful is what I'd say to you. The Chariot is a card of a victory and major success coming in for you. The Emperor is like a card that just says stick to a plan and don't get off the plan, right? So that's the most success. And the sun. Yeah, look at this. King of Wands. King of Wands. This all fits in with each other. This is like fire sign energy right here, Matt. So, if very good for if you're a fire sign. Even if you're not a fire sign, maybe you have fire in your chart. But King of Wands, a lot of success. King of Wands to me, by the way, these are entrepreneurial projects. I love it because King of Wands to me is a card of the entrepreneur. King of Wands raises things like children. Like, he puts everything he's got into something that he's working on. So, yeah, really good. I love it. Amazing. All right. Loretta, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, it was rough in trying week, and I was bold defending myself. I'm wondering if I need to continue this next week. Card, please. Let's see here, Loretta. The Ace of Wands wanted to pop out there. I don't take pop-outs, Loretta, but the Ace of Wands is a good card. It's a card of like a new beginning or, kind of like having a passion, new beginning in your life. Yeah, you have the Temperance card, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like things will be a little bit better. I'd say probably still not perfect with that Temperance card. Temperance does say you could simmer things down. Temperance is like taking the middle road, and it kind of says that things could be simmering down if you allow them to, by just kind of like sitting in the middle of whatever problems you're dealing with here. Eight of Wands is like a quick success. King of Cups. King of Cups is a card of like having choppy waters going on around you, but he's like perfectly fine no matter what here with the King of Cups, right? No matter what's going on around him, he's just a statue. So I feel like as long as you can do that this week, you will be fine. So I feel like a little bit better. Perfect, probably not, but close. Nicole Long, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Have a tentative date with a new guy, Ben, on Monday, but he wants to keep traveling in life. Not sure we are on the same page with wanting to settle. Get out of your head, Nicole. Ace of Swords. I feel like you will be victorious, and this will lead to a victory for you. Yeah, I would say don't throw this away. The Four of Cups here, Six of Pentacles. I feel like you could invest in this, and it would be good. I would just go on the date, see what happens, Nicole, is what I would say to you. And, just kind of like go from there. I mean, I feel like once you get over that hurdle, once you go on a date, I feel like that's when true love will come into your life. So I feel like you need to get out there. So yeah, I mean, these are good cards. Four Cups says don't throw it away. Rose, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How will tomorrow go? I was asked to be to my niece's house. Last time I asked about her, the card said she's a you know what. I feel like this will be good for you, Rose. Six of Swords and the Sun. Very good card. Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer shores. Success. Good things coming in for you. The Sun. Happiness. Celebration. Good news. You know what I'm saying? So really good energy. And a collective from Rose. Thank you, Rose. For everyone here in the collective, we have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This is immediate removal of heavy weight. I feel like we can pretty much all of us in the collective can remove heavy burdens from our lives. We all have the resources to do it, but we just have to do it. What's the problem right now? Mars going retrograde this year. Mars is not retrograde yet, but it will be going retrograde. And to me, Mars retrograde years, the whole entire year is basically, like us needing to push it. Us really needing to put in the work to be successful. So I feel like we could be experiencing some issues there, but I feel like as long as everybody's willing to put in the work to be successful this year and needing to push past the burdens, like I don't think we should exhaust ourselves. We shouldn't work ourselves into sickness with Mars retrograde, but I do feel like we should maybe push ourselves just a little bit harder, in the things that we're working on in life, whether it's love, business, spirituality or health, whatever, and we'll probably be a lot more successful. We probably have a lot more energy than we realize with this card here. G. Allen, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How do I know if I should watch my sun, moon, or rising or Venus sign? If I want to know more about my love life, do I watch my Venus? Confused, and also pull 2 cards for me. You got it. I always tell people I read for the sun personally. If other things resonate with you, then absolutely watch those things. But I'm a big fan of watching the sun. Oftentimes, people say to me that the sun doesn't resonate. I always tell everybody, of course your sun doesn't resonate. The sun is what we are working towards. The sun is the energy that we're moving towards. The moon is who we are. So people always say the moon resonates more with me. I'm like, oh yeah, of course it is. So it's like, if you want to keep living the same life, watch your moon sign. If you want your life to get better, if you want to look for areas to improve upon, if you want to look for things to work towards in all areas of your life, watch the sun. So that's my recommendation right there. That's what I would do for you. And watching all the other signs, I feel like, again, if they resonate, they resonate. If they don't, they don't. So that's what I'd say there. But I wouldn't get too caught up in the whole like watching in Venus and all this other stuff. I feel like it gets too toxic. I feel like it gets too crazy. You know what I'm saying? But also, you have the Page of Swords and the 3 of Wands. Searching for something, like, this is like waiting for the perfect moment with the 3 of Wands. The Page of Swords, this is like needing to take a leap of faith. This is like Fool energy, G. Allen. So I feel like you need to take a leap of faith to get out there to get out there into the world, and I feel like you will be very successful. A lot of growth coming in for you as well. Angelica says, what if your sun and moon are in the same sign? Then obviously definitely watch your sun sign, because it's probably going to resonate with you in a lot of ways. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people have the sun and the moon in the same sign. It's pretty common, so it can definitely happen. Finesse C, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, cards for me, please. You have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. I would let go of the fears here, whatever fears you're having. This is like some sort of change in direction in your life, I would say. This could be a heartbreak, but it could be any type of change because the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is normally a guy, he's got one pentacle under his arm. Normally he's walking away from the six pentacles that are behind him on a traditional card. And so, to me, just some sort of change in direction in your life. That's what I'd say to you. Tamara, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Chris, can I please get a card for this weekend? Two of Pentacles. Have as much fun as you possibly can. Two of Pentacles, to me, card of fun. It means all the things that the Two of Pentacles represents. Juggling things, multitasking, being very busy, working very hard. But it's also a card of fun. It says, it kind of like stresses needing to be fun, or needing to have fun. So I feel like you need to have as much fun as you possibly can in your life with that card. Kylie, thank you for the super chat. You say, should I give him a chance? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I would say yes. So I'd say yes with these cards. The Knight of Wands is like desire, and it kind of says like maybe you have the desire to do so. So I would say yes with those cards for sure. Kylie Smiles, thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate it, and thank you for the kind words. Cam, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cards for Kay's feelings towards me. Is he even attracted to me? Nine of Cups. Hierophant. I would say yes. Hierophant is like the best marriage card in the deck. Again, doesn't mean you'll get married, but definitely a very good card for commitments and success and good things coming in for you. So I would say, yeah, this is definitely love, wishes, dream come true. So yes, for sure. JC, I don't think I skipped it. I was asking for someone. Sorry, JC. But JC, thank you. You didn't have to do that. You could have just yelled at me from the chat. I'm going to pay it forward to Sally. Sally says, do you see me staying married? Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I would say yes. I mean, obviously, Sally, if you're not happy, then I would leave. There's no reason in being stuck in something. Of course, if you want to work on something, work on the relationship. I'm a big fan of like working on the relationship as long as it's coming from the right place. I feel like people like go to therapists and stuff, and I'm not discounting therapy for marriages, but usually those marriages end, right? So it's like both people have to be willing to work on the relationship. But I'd say yes, Ace of Pentacles, really good card. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cards for the weekend, please. Chariot. Some sort of victory coming in for you here, Sarah. Yeah, I would watch out for toxic energy here with the Devil card. But Chariot is like victories. The Chariot is also, like I was talking about earlier tonight, I was talking about kind of like needing to make sure you're like snowballing your wins, like the good things that happen in your life or the successes that you have in your life, needing to like kind of really commit to those things. So a lot of victories for you. Sandvers, hello, by the way. I saw your comment, and thank you for the super chat. You say, well, I get a professional job, and can I move? I would say yes here. Yeah, definitely. 7-1's definitely waiting. It's like you've been waiting for this for a while, but I would say yes, for sure. San, thank you for the super chat. Pup is having surgery tomorrow. How will it go? San, I'm not a medical doctor or a vet, so do not take this as medical advice, but you have the High Priestess here, so I feel like it'll go pretty well. The Fool, taking leap of faith. Yeah, I feel like it'll go pretty well here. I feel like it has to happen, but I feel like things will go well for you. Raymond in the house, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, Raymond in the house, right. Gave her the ring last night. Congratulations. She was so happy and wanted to cry. So, card for me. Thank you. You have the Four of Swords here. No stinking thinking here. Keep it positive here in this situation is what I'd say to you, Raymond. Eight of Pentacles, working. You always get something about work, Raymond. I don't know. I feel like there could be some sort of change in work. I've probably been telling you that for years, right? But I feel like there's some sort of change in work for you coming in. Eight of Pentacles. It's like you've been learning for a long time. So I feel like there's success coming in for you in abundance with this Eight of Pentacles. Love it. And congrats. Alex, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Is BL attracted to me? And will he commit to me soon? Hangman, Ten of Swords. This is like so slow. I would say no if I'm being honest with you, Alex. It's like too much back and forth with this this Hangman card is what I feel. I feel like it's just too much back and forth going on here. Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups. I would say no if I'm being honest with you here. Justice, why? Thank you for the super chat. Why has Libra been passive aggressive towards me? Could have to do with like work or business with the Ten of Pentacles. So this to me is like personal life. So it could be either like maybe they are one of those people who takes their personal life out on other people. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm trying to spit out of my mouth that I can't get out? That's what I would say here. I feel like it could be like needing to, they're like pushing their internal life onto other people. Janie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, can I trust David? Okay to travel to him? I would say yes, the world. Literally a card of traveling, Janie. So I would say yes to your question here, both of them. So yes. Janie, you also say, what's David's intentions? Will I have another good week at work? His intentions, you have the King of Swords and the Seven of Cups. I feel like he needs to focus, like, on making something happen here. So I feel like his intentions are a little bit scattered at this time, but definitely could be left. Knight of Cups. This is like a knight in shining armor, Janie. And you also say another good week at work. Five of Wands here. Empress, I would say yes. Five of Wands is like the typical... the typical challenges and difficulties and things like that you deal with at work or in business. So just dealing with the typical things, right, with this card. And the Empress is like going from winter to spring, so improvements and success and all this other stuff. So yes, for sure. Erica, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say cards for career advice, pretty please. King of Pentacles, very stable. Death card, this is like some sort of change. Two of Cups, it's pretty good. I mean, this could represent some sort of change. King of Pentacles to me is kind of like something very stable. The Death card is kind of weird here because death would represent like, could represent a death, like transforming, turning into something else or moving on to something else. Could also just represent like a raise or a promotion. Two of Cups, perfect match. So really good for you, Erica. Love it. Katie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will my mom keep her job at Bixby Knowles? I would say yes, the star. Star is wish. So if she's wishing to keep the job, then yes, definitely. Cloudy D, what is my overall energy for the fall? Two of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I feel this for everybody, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like it just could be, the fall could be a little bit tricky until we get to, like, November-ish. I don't think anything bad's going to happen. Just, could be having a hard time making decisions. With the Two of Swords, I would just follow a plan, is what I would say to you, Cloudy D. So what the hell does that mean? It just means, like, literally, like, no matter what you're working towards or working on, like, I would just come up with some plan that you think will work and just stick to it. So it's like in business, it's like maybe there's certain things that you do that work. I would just keep doing those things that work, and I wouldn't, try to get crazy with it. I wouldn't try to add too many decisions into your daily life with this card. So that's what I'd say to you. Angie, thank you for the super chat. I'm working on myself at the moment. Just got out of a bad relationship. Do you see any good guys coming towards me? Like this Tower, just like, the ending of a difficult relationship. And Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. So, yeah, definitely a very good card for you. So, definitely really good for love. This is like happy home, happy family, very positive relationship. So, definitely, Angie, that looks really, really good. Three Cups, celebration. So, probably dating, but I would say yes, for sure. Ash, hello. Missed you too. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Cards for me, please. You have the Four of Wands. Could be love. And the Wheel of Fortune. This is like being set free, is what I'd say to you, Ash. Four of Wands is freedom. Because it's like you're reaching a finish line. The Wheel of Fortune is a turnaround. It's a, like, more luck in your life. Things turning around in your favor. So, definitely a very good card for you. Two good cards, and definitely a lot of success. So, love it. Millennial Games, thank you for the super chat. Card for the weekend. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Ace Wands. Love it. This is very good. I would say if you're working on something, like a personal project or something, there's a lot of success here for you. Maybe not this weekend, but it's like maybe the work you're doing now will lead to success in the future. Nine of Pentacles, being independent, being successful. Nine of Pentacles, a card of gratitude and luxury. Ace of Wands says get started. So if you're thinking about starting something, I would also get started. But really good cards for you. So amazing. Rosa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Any messages for me, either in love or anything? Five of Swords, let go of the past. Probably new love coming in for you, Rosa. The lovers. Yeah, just needing to open up here, Rosa. I talk about this all the time, right? Chiron and Aries. We need to open up in love if we want it in our lives with the Queen of Swords here. So I would just open up and you'll probably have love. Lynette, thank you for the super chats. Really appreciate it. Or the super chat, I should say. You say, what are the elements that the cards say that influence me most in my life? Why do I gravitate towards Virgos? I don't think, like, nobody influences us. Like, no sign influences us. I would get away from that type of thinking, Lynette, because we only influence ourselves, plain and simple. Like I say, we are here to create our own reality. Nobody can influence us. Nobody can do anything. Could be earth signs, though. Having said that, definitely could have an influence over you. Why do I gravitate towards Virgos? I mean, maybe you just like, even if things don't work out, right? It's like maybe you're working together. Maybe you're like working towards something. Three of Pentacles, like it says that maybe you could be creating more with Virgos, or maybe you have certain karmic things that you have to work on with these people. So that's kind of what I get there for you. I'm a Libra Sun, Leo Moon. Thanks. But yeah, that's what I'd say there. Michelle, thank you for the super chat. You say, should I be more patient with Lamont, or should I think you should move on? Page of Cups, this is like new love. Queen of Cups, even Queen of Cups is a change in direction. Queen of Cups is new love, because Queen of Cups is a change in direction. That's why. So I feel like you should move on with these cards for sure. No doubt about it. JB, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Starting my business, should I do the Psychic Cafe or open a club? I feel like either would be successful. The Psychic Cafe, Six of Wands, really good card. Definitely a card of success, for sure. And the Justice card is kind of like a card for the open a club card right here is cause and effect. Justice says if you put the energy into it, you will be successful. But it's like you have to be willing to put in the work to the club. So that's what I'd say to you. JB, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Anything on love? Page of Wands, I would get out there for sure. Strength, I would be patient, but Page of Wands is dating because it's a card of adventure. So it just says like you need to get out there to find love. So I would get out there, JB, with that card. Matt Grenier, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Just had a final interview at a potential job. Will I get it? Nine of Wands, like waiting to find out, right? And the Ace of Cups, I would say yes, this could definitely be an offer, Matt, so that could be really good. Nine of Wands is like a card of defensiveness, or can be a card of experiencing a lot of like challenges, and having experienced a lot of challenges in the past. But Ace of Cups, an offer, so I would say yes, that looks really good. All right. JB says collective for the gang here, so let's do a collective. JB also says I accidentally retracted the super chat, but collective for the gang again, please. No problem, JB. We're gonna do a super collective. A big thank you to JB for the collective. So let me figure out what happened to this deck. And we are going to do a collective. So for everyone here in the collective, let me fix this. And there we go. All right. Collective. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because like I said, super collective, a big thank you to JB. For the collective, we have the Moon and the Six of Swords. I feel like everybody's like just moving on from challenges here, moving away from difficulties and illusions, like going through a lot of healing as well. Six of Swords moving on to calmer shores. I feel like there have been a lot of difficulties, obviously, that we've been going through, and this could be like a healing, a collective healing from all the things that we've been going through here. Next, we have the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. I feel like this energy comes up all the time, waiting for the perfect moment. I feel like people need to take a leap of faith. Like I've been saying for nights now, there are like two types of people here. I feel like some of us need to kind of like take a leap of faith. I feel like we need to put the work into something that we want to create in our lives. And I feel like we need to get moving. Three of Cups says people will show up to help us if we get started. For others, I feel like this could be just teamwork in other areas of your life. Like if you're looking for love, for example, maybe you need to ask your friends if they know anybody. Maybe you need to go out there and date. Could be anything like that. So I feel like a lot of teamwork opportunities. Next, for everyone in the collective, we have the Ace of Cups here and the Seven of Swords. I feel like we need to let go of our fears in love. Again, I've talked about this before. To me, just looking at this chart that we have going on here, a lot of fears about love. Also, a lot of fears about our own independence as well. We could be fearing getting into a commitment because maybe we'd have to let someone move into our house, right? Or who knows? Maybe we would have to share our pet hamster with our lover. It's like, who the hell wants to do that? So you know, sometimes that's that. Maybe we don't want to do other things that we would have to share. So we could be facing those fears with the Seven of Swords. But I feel like there's love coming in for everybody. Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing. A lot of happiness for people as well. And finally, for everyone here in the collective, we have the Nine of Wands and the Hierophant. So the Nine of Wands, this is conviction, kind of like the Seven of Wands almost. This is like having very specific beliefs. The Hierophant is us like needing to change certain beliefs that we have, whatever they are. We all have different beliefs in our lives about different things, but this could represent some sort of change in beliefs and needing to change beliefs. Hierophant is like the way things have always been done. So I mean, if you just watch the news, don't watch the news. But if you just watch the news, it's like a lot of the things that are changing in our lives are just old beliefs and things like that. So that's what I'd say there. But thank you again, JB. Really appreciate it. Raymond, thank you again for the super chat. Do you see the relationship getting stronger? Of course, Eight of Wands here. So Eight of Wands is a card of success and abundance and good things coming in here, Raymond. So I would say yes. I would just prevent it. Like, don't let it get toxic. Keep it, positive and all that other good stuff. But yeah, definitely. Michael K, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will we come back together? She confuses me a lot. Page of Wands, Nine of Cups. I would say probably not. This looks like new love to me. Michael, is what I'd say to you. To me, especially if you're confused. But I would say no. Page of Wands, like looking for something else. Nine of Cups says there's probably something better. So I'd say no. Angie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. If I whistle blow at work, will I win the case? I would actually say yes. Sun, Four of Pentacles. So I would say yes with these cards here for sure. It's like you have a choice, but I would say yes with these cards, Angie. Enzo, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, Enzo. Enzo, you say here, hello, cards for a friend, birthday boy Andrew, tomorrow, weekend, and remaining month. Andrew has the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. Let's start there, Enzo. So a lot of luck, a lot of happiness, of course. Two of Wands, taking the lead. So I feel like a lot of success for Andrew. The Lovers could just be a lot of happiness. Again, if he doesn't want love or anything like that, could just be happiness. The Wheel of Fortune, a turnaround, a lot of luck in his life coming in, of course. Birthday, love it. And Two Wands, taking the lead in his own life. So I feel like there's a lot of success here, Enzo. That looks amazing. Definitely very good. Yeah. Justice, Chariot, some sort of victory coming in for you. That looks like a good year for Andrew. So love it. That looks amazing. But that's that. So, all right. I'm going to answer like 2 more questions because my mouth is so dry right now. And then I'm going to take off. So whoever gets in their questions real fast wins. And if not, I will see you all tomorrow night because that was a marathon, right? All right. So if you are new, let me know. JB, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Joni, you have the Four of Wands. Definitely could be love coming in for you. Six of Cups, yeah. Could be like a turnaround of love, or it could just be love coming in for you. So that looks good. And could be marriage. Four of Wands like marriage. So that looks really nice. All right, who's going to be the lucky last person? I don't know. We will see. Somebody, maybe not. And is there anyone new? Laura, if you have a question, let me know down below. Actually, I'm just going to pull you a card, Laura. You have the Temperance card here. Thank you for being here, by the way. And you have the Strength card. So I would be patient at this time. 2 cards of patience. So I feel like you need to be patient at this time for something that you want. But Strength card is a card of showing something off. It's a card of kind of a display of strength. So I feel like you could be finding success soon, Laura. But love it. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, again, if I missed you, I'll be back tomorrow night. But that's that. So, thank you, everybody, and have a good night.